Welcome back, my beautiful viewers, alright? My beautiful 6-something viewers, welcome back, bro. Today, we are watching another anime recap. I know, super surprising. 15 seconds, that would be insane. 15 minutes long. Let's just get into it. Ugly loser boy is shy about talking to girls, but his best friend helps him out. You guys already know that I just choose the first thing that comes up. Actually, in this case, I have a bunch of videos marked so that I don't have to go looking for them. Because most anime recaps are over an hour, and I'm not watching a recap that's 1 hour and 30 minutes, because that would take forever, and I would just sit in my chair in my room forever. So, 15-minute video, this is cool, let's go. This is probably gonna be torture to watch, but let's see. Maybe they will cook, bro. Let's find out.
An ugly, shy, and peculiar boy dreams of owning his own store, but he struggles with sales and finds it difficult to interact with beautiful women. That's when a gorgeous girl from school steps in to help him sell products. Thanks to her assistance, he manages to significantly boost his sales and increase his production. A shy boy from the school's science club tries to sell preserved flower accessories to his classmates, but nobody pays attention to him. During the fall of his 8th year at school, he realized for the first time that selling isn't for everyone. At the end of the day, he had sold only 5 of the 100 accessories he had. Perhaps he could sell the rest tomorrow, but let's just say he wasn't exactly brimming with confidence that it would be possible.
Hey, respect to my boy for grinding, though. Respect to my boy for trying to grind, bro, and trying to get that bag, bro. Hey, he just like me, bro. Yeah, I know, I'm talking to a void. It's really crazy how I'm entertained by this. But this isn't about me, okay? This is about whatever his name was. I kind of forgot. Whatever. Let's continue, bro.
He opens a door and comes face to face with a lovely young lady with blue hair who had been waiting for him to appear. With almost childlike curiosity, she rushes up to the boy and asks if he is the Yu Natsume from the science club. As soon as he confirms, she scolds him for leaving his little shop unattended, because the girls came to see the accessories and left empty-handed. In response,
Nah, bro, what? Wait, no, they stole his shit? No, wait.
Because the girls came to see the accessories and left empty-handed. In response, Natsume lowers his head, showing no confidence that he would sell any more products. But the girl reveals that the crowd...
Why can't I tell if they stole it or not? I must be actually retarded. Like, I must actually have, like, 3 brain cells. Because there's no way that I don't... Whatever, maybe they didn't make it clear enough, but... Anyway, anywho...
The crowd had gone wild, and the accessories sold like hotcakes. 15 people came, and 27 products were sold. Sheepishly, the boy takes the 15 people that the crowd had, showing no confidence that he would sell any more products. But the girl reveals that the crowd had gone wild, and the accessories sold like hotcakes. 15 people came, and 27 products were sold. Sheepishly, the boy takes the envelope with the money, without looking directly at his peer.
What? So people did show up?
She
Wait. Oh, guys, I'm trying to fight my retardedness, but it's a hard battle to win. So, I'm guessing it was a success. He actually sold 27 something items. Aido. Yeah, my brain is not functioning, and it's annoying that it's not functioning, but whatever. We'll just have to deal with it, bro.
Asks why he is avoiding her gaze, but not even the boy himself could explain. In truth, he just isn't used to talking to pretty girls. But of course, he doesn't disclose the real reason. By the way, the girl asks why he needs to sell those 100 accessories, and Natsume is puzzled about how she knows this, so she explains that Mr. Sato told her everything. Interacting with her in person, Natsume feels a silent pressure from that outgoing and eager figure, as if she is forcing him to reveal all his deepest secrets for nothing, which the boy cannot do, feeling certain this girl would ridicule him if she knew what was really going on. However, Natsume takes a deep breath and confesses that he intends to specialize one day in flower accessories, although his parents insist he become a civil servant. Because of this dispute, the boy decided to prove to his parents that he could be a salesman and committed to selling 100 accessories at the cultural festival. Upon hearing this, the girl immediately bursts out laughing, causing the juice she was drinking to spray all over the guy's face, arguing that any responsible parent would try to stop their child from embarking on such an imprudent life plan. Seeing that the
So she is a hater! We do not like haters, bro. But to be fair, bro, honest to God, bro, if this dude, I can't even remember his name, it's like Natsu or something. If he really wants to sell, bro, he would sell no matter what, alright? Because there is no way that you'll stop selling for some random NPC, bro. Alright, the girl in the NPC in question is the girl, bro. You can't do it. Like, you cannot stop the grind for this. Come on. Come on, you know better, bro.
The bold girl is outright calling him a fool. He tells her to shut up.
Yeah, because... Wait.
Seeing that the bold girl is outright calling him a fool, he tells her to shut up without hesitation. After all, they had just met. Unfazed, she asks how many accessories are left, and Natsume says there are 68 remaining, it seems. So, the faux heroine offers to sell the rest tomorrow, otherwise, she would not be called Himari in Yusuka. 2 years later, in the classroom.
Oh, what is happening, bro? Oh my god, I can't tell if I'm retarded or if this video is just going back and forth. So, alright. So, we know that the guy, wait, bro. So, what, is she helping him now? I don't know, bro. I don't get it, bro. Fuck! Oh, I don't like being retarded. I don't like being retarded. Hopefully this goes away the older I get. But it doesn't look like it's gonna, like, it doesn't look like, it doesn't, yo. It doesn't look like I can't even speak, bro. It doesn't look like my retardedness is gonna go away anytime soon. Anywho.
Natsume sees
Alright, so we got Himari.
not be called Himari in Yusuka.
We got Himari and we got you. Alright. 2 easy names, bro. 2 easy names to remember.
2 years later, in the classroom, Natsume sees 2 girls showing a photo on a social network of him and asking where they can get earrings like the ones she is wearing. Right then, Himari pulls out a card and reveals they are available at the online store U. If you are wondering if the accessory sale at that festival 2 years ago was successful, yes, the blue-haired girl managed to sell everything. Now, Natsume ships the products he advertises at the family convenience store. Like any small business, various problems occur, but Natsume is paid to acquire the flowers, so he doesn't have much to complain about. It's as if it were a separate world from reality, but he loves this solitude. His sisters say the boy is introverted, and he indeed was born that way. Now, he is a creator who embraces himself through his love for solitude. In the middle of work, Natsume is hugged from behind by Himari. Then she sits on his lap to disrupt the boy's work, as he has been at
Bro, you cannot let this happen, bro. You have to lock in, bro.
it for hours and doesn't pay attention.
To be fair, I'm not exactly sure why you're selling flowers of all things. Like, I don't see how you can make that much from that. But you do what you gotta do, bro. If you feel like you're an expert in that region, then you obviously, that's what you do, bro. Because that's what's gonna, I guess, keep you going, right? And make you happy and whatever. But it's like, you can't, like, bro, like, if I was you, I would be so annoyed. Like, if someone came in and interrupted me right now, bro, I would be so pissed, bro. Sat on my lap, yeah, I would be so fucking pissed. You have no idea.
Attention to her. The guy was reminiscing about the cultural festival that year and comments that Himari had long hair, and she responds that the dude has grown quite a bit since then. Moreover, she clings to his back as if she were a backpack and begins to squeeze his neck. After all, he has the best neck to hug in all of Japan. So, this is the daily routine of these two lovebirds and of the miniature garden store they have built over the past few years.
Alright, but then the question is, what's gonna happen? Because if this video is gonna be only about this flower business, and like the two of them just having interactions, what audience am I gonna attract, bro? You know, maybe I should do a bit of research before I actually go into these videos, but it's just like the thumbnails are always the same, bro. Whether it's an entertaining video or not, the thumbnail is always gonna be like, you know, ugly loser or like weak boy unlocks a secret power. Like they're all gonna, the title is always the same. So it's hard to like find like actual good videos. But hopefully they switch it up. I'm hoping they switch it up in one way or another.
Going back to those times, one day in a diner, Natsume asked why Himari helped him. Then she says she didn't exactly try to help, but just thought she could sell all those accessories. With this in mind, she goes further and offers to help with the store that Natsume wants to set up. For instance, she was really after that choker he gave her as a gift. Speaking of which, Himari always saw through the window in the hallway Natsume working with resin in the science lab. There was a day she even tried to call the guy, but got snubbed. Besides, she knows that the boy takes care of the flowers in the garden every day, that he named each one of them, and cried when he had to cut the poor things. Actually, Himari was just going to buy that choker in some random online store. But when she saw that her partner's store was going downhill, she decided to ask for a huge favor from the buddy, which cost her a lot, so Natsume owes her one. Natsume asks what he owes her, then Himari asks if she can keep the buddy's eyes. Faced with the man's dumbstruck expression, the woman steals the cheeseburger from his hand and takes a bite without ceremony. I mean, it's not that Himari wants to gouge out the victim's eyes, it's that she loves when his eyes shine when he works. So focused, beautiful and radiant like the sun at the end of the day. So beautiful that Himari Inusuka just wants to see those eyes filled with passion just for her. Of course, that's why she will sell the buddies accessories, so that they can share the same fate as best friends. Hearing this, Natsume takes a bite of the hamburger in the girl's hand and thought that the anemone flaccida he gave to Himari means friendship, cooperation, and never parting. Returning to the present, Natsume asked Himari what had happened with the talent agency that had approached her, and she said she turned them down to focus on her accessories. Natsume thinks it's a wasted opportunity, but she insists it's not, as they are best friends. Either way, if he doesn't open his own shop by the age of 30, her only option will be to marry him. Natsume tells her to stop joking around because ever since she started that, Hibari keeps calling him little brother-in-law. Moreover,
I'm close to crashing out. I'm close to crashing out, bro. Can something happen, bro? Can something happen? I don't know. It doesn't seem like anything is gonna happen. Maybe I should go back to MSA, bro. At least things always happen in MSA. Nothing happens here.
you can't marry someone you're not even dating. With that, Himari reminds him about his elementary school crush who could have been the lucky one. But if that doesn't work out because it was all in his head, it would be good for Natsume to start seeing girls as potential girlfriends. Natsume would like that, but the problem is Himari is on his case all day. On this note, she recalls having had a few boyfriends here and there, but she always ended up talking about Natsume to them. Maybe because she only saw those guys as a pastime. In truth, she doesn't really know what romance is. With that said, Natsume asks if Himari really won't marry until he opens a store, and she confesses she would like that, but fears ending up in an arranged marriage with some old geezer because Natsume doesn't want to marry her. He didn't even know that kind of arranged marriage still existed, and she confirms that it does, and it usually happens after high school, especially when the girl comes from a prominent family like hers. Hearing this, Natsume is saddened that this could happen to his friend, but she bursts out laughing, revealing she was just teasing him. At night, next to his Katefuku, Natsume was checking the delivery address for the next sale, when he remembered a day when he was walking home from school with Himari, where she said every guy could be just like him. According to her, dating is a hassle, and she didn't understand anything about being romantic, but she was somewhat interested in him. In her mind, neither of them would manage to get married. Her because she has no notion of love, him because he cries when he has to cut a flower from the yard. Now, if that were really to happen, she proposed that they live together at 30 if they're still single, because by that age they can stop focusing on what's worthless and invest everything they have in Natsume's shop. For his part, the young man confesses he prefers less flighty girls, so Himari grabs him from behind in a burst of happiness at having received the first rejection of her life. Anyway, back to today.
Bro,
Natsume.
what is happening? What is happening? What is happening in this story, bro? Bro. We are 8 minutes in, and there's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even count math. 7 minutes, bro. I'm sorry, okay? I know you're looking at me right now with very angry and disappointing eyes. I didn't know, bro. I didn't know that it was gonna be like this, alright? Maybe, should we hope and should we pray that something happens? Should we give this a chance? We really shouldn't, but I'm going to because, you know, I need to complete a video for today, bro. I need to, bro. It's necessary, bro.
Takes the batch of orders to Saku and asks for more money to buy other flowers. As with Himari promoting the products, they are likely to sell more. The next day, the young man asks if his best friend is dating that guy she was walking with, but she says it's none of his business and leaves the boy talking to himself. Alone, she reflects that the guy he mentioned is a fool for not recognizing Natsume's worth, and that there can indeed be a friendship between a boy and a girl. After all, otherwise, she wouldn't be able to explain that her desire to support Yu's dreams is just a desire to sleep with him. Moreover, if he gets a girlfriend, Himari hopes the girl will accept the relationship the two of them have. Later, Natsume was buying a juice from the vending machine and bumped into a girl so pretty that he didn't even realize he was staring too much. Because if there's one thing he doesn't know how to do, it's act natural in front of a beautiful woman. Without exchanging a word with her, the young man uses the girl as a reference for some accessory he could create specifically for that body and face. Something that matches the color of her nails, like a bracelet.
What even happened? How did I open the YouTube search bar?
Speaking of which, she was wearing a night blooming Sirius on her wrist, and Natsume remembers having sold that piece at the school bazaar. He thought only Himari had one of those, but it seems not. And speaking of which, the girl's bracelet snaps suddenly, so Natsume offers to fix it with great difficulty, as he barely manages to look into the eyes of someone he knows. In turn, the girl freaks out and acts as if the boy had crossed the line, so Natsume runs off and decides not to tell Himari what happened. Otherwise she would laugh at him like never before. However, as soon as he returns to class, the damn blue-haired demon already knew about the gossip and kept pestering her friend on Japanese WhatsApp, saying she could find out who that mysterious beauty was. To make matters worse, a guy known as Makishima, the biggest womanizer around, who acts like some kind of 17th century romantic poet in exchange for nothing, approaches Yu. For some reason, Makishima showed great appreciation for Yu, which might have been the reason Himari showed up, just to mark her territory. Not understanding anything, Natsume wonders why the hell these two are in a
You wanna know who else doesn't understand anything? A certain person sitting at a certain desk watching a certain video. Slapping a certain bottle against his arm. Yeah, this is not content, bro. I guess we learn from our mistakes. I guess we do. I guess we do learn from our mistakes. It's like I'm trying to comment on things, but there's nothing. There's like actually nothing. Like this video is so good at making me not comment on anything. Ooh, and it's really frustrating. Like, how are you so good at keeping it so boring that I can't even like make the slightest comment about anything? I mean, this is literally just normal life. Normal life, normal relations, no suffering, no comedy, not even anything emotional, bro. No action, no fights, no nothing, bro. Oh my god. 5 minutes. 5 minutes left, bro. 5 minutes.
Failed competition to see who owns him. Besides, he remembers they used to date in
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this in 2 times speed. I'm gonna put this in 2 times speed until something happens, bro.
middle school, so it's strange they don't get along today. About this, Himari confesses she prefers not to remember that dark past, and Makishima pretends he doesn't know the reason. Then the girl throws in the guy's face that he was dating 5 at the same time he was with her. Out of patience, Natsume asks the reason for the illustrious presence of this manipulator, and half a fig, then Makishima unexpectedly introduces Rin, the girl you met at the vending machines. Right away, Himari recognizes that it's Inaki. After that, the two best friends talk about how strange it is that Inamoto has become Inaki, and Rion has turned into Rin. Besides, this girl is Makishima's childhood friend, even though Eren studied at another school.
I don't even know what they're talking about anymore. They're mentioning so many names, people turning into people, fucking, like I don't know, bro. They're talking about, like, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't
Himari
know,
even
bro.
saw Rin a few times a year in elementary school.
That. You know what's crazy? This ad is the best thing that has happened during this entire video. This ad is actually the most stimulating thing that I've seen so far, bro.
Because Himari's brother and Rin's sister were classmates. Moreover, the blue-haired girl remembers that even Yu is in the middle of this mess. For example, on the second day of that bazaar, Rin's sister was a magazine model, and was the one who promoted his accessories. Today, that woman is in all kinds of commercials, and must have been her who gave the bracelet to Rin. Thus, the two business partners head over to the much talked about Rin Inaki to take a look at the broken accessory. Yu notices that the clasp is quite worn but fixable. Fearing her beloved accessory might be beyond repair, Rin loses her composure and leaps onto the table seeking answers, prompting Himari to warn that the kid is shy around beautiful women, so Rin should tread lightly to avoid scaring him off. In fact, she thrusts a mirror in front of the girl to show her the terrifying expression she's wearing, which only causes Rin to continue her meltdown, eventually falling backwards onto the floor. Overcome with fury, Miss Rin demands that the bracelet be fixed once and for all, prompting Himari to comment that her friend is as clumsy as ever. Without mincing words, Rin blames the blue-haired girl, even bringing up an old squabble after all. Himari had stolen Inaki's favorite keychain and toys. For the first time, Yu sees his best friend get a verbal thrashing so enlightening, he thinks it might be beneficial to learn this technique. But it doesn't stop there. The accuser recalls the
What
disastrous
the fuck is I'm not pausing in this. This is not a frame I'm pausing on.
physical education class in the first year, while Himari defends herself,
What is actually happening, bro?
saying she couldn't resist that overwhelming allure and juicy disproportion. By the way, with no shame whatsoever, possibly driven by the memory, Himari Inuzuka repeats the very action she committed that day, causing a total uproar in the room. For this reason, the offender was forced to carry a sign stating, "I grabbed my classmate's melons again." With peace to work, Yu Natsume begins the restoration, and Rin is impressed with the professional's focus. Speaking of which, Himari notes that the guy gets so engrossed in his work that he's oblivious to his surroundings. To prove this, as soon as the man finishes the repair, he looks up at the girls, both of whom are trying hard not to laugh. It turns out Himari had managed to tie several bows in the guy's hair without him even noticing. Regardless,
Bro, what? Like, oh my god, bro. How much, bro? 2 minutes? 2 minutes left? Is that what we got, bro? Is that what we got, bro? 2 minutes? Do you think we can make it through 2 minutes? How about this? I'll let the 2 last minutes play out and I won't even say anything, bro. I won't even say anything, alright? I'll just let it play out.
after the chaos, the repair is a success and Rin is thankful. As it's time to leave, Yu heads home on foot before it starts to rain. Alone with Himari, Rin asks if there's something going on between her and Yu, leading Himari to tease that the brunette has her eye on the hunky guy. However, inwardly, she acts jealously, pretending that Rin could never understand Natsume's personality and talent. Moreover, she fears she might not be able to stay as close to her best friend if he becomes too involved with someone else. When it starts to rain at the bus stop, Rin asks if her friend has ever received a love declaration from someone she had never met, since her mother said that only those with kind hearts can create things that touch the hearts of others. Rin had no idea who the person confessing was, but she felt it was someone nearby. By the way, she shows a photo of Himari and explains that this boy's work always appeared in her pictures, making Rin think that Natsume might be this mysterious person. At that moment, Himari clutches her choker and ponders that it was arrogant of her to think she alone could appreciate Yu's worth, and also that their friendship was above all. In the end, perhaps all this was just her own wishful thinking. Check out these videos appearing on your screen and subscribe.
Alrighty. Okay, I guess that's it. I guess that's the video. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. I'll see you in the next one, alright? Bye-bye.